Well, I'm not really sure what we can wash away with this tactic. Let's just jump in and see what we can figure out. This one is called the Wash Machine 433 FN2. I'm not sure what the FN2 is, but it is a flat 433 according to the description on the page I got this from. Testing with Man City, 97 points, 3 losses, 4 draws. It looks like it worked fairly well. FA Cup, Community Shield winners, so they did very well. But we're going to test it out with our 3 teams as usual of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So with all that said, let's just dive into the Premier League and see how they did. Well, it's not exactly 97 points. However, it is 1 loss, 9 draws still, but that 1 loss is pretty nice. And that's all for Liverpool. Aston Villa with 83 points still better than their usual, and 120 goals is definitely nice. Starting out with Liverpool's domestic cups, they get to the Carabao Cup semi-finals and unfortunately get absolutely smashed by Manchester United. That one definitely hurts. They get to the FA Cup 4th round and lose 3-4 to Chelsea. But they do pick up a second trophy, beating annihilating West Ham 6-1 in the Europa League final. So overall, 2 trophies is not a bad season. That one really hurts. Manchester United really, but still. What are you going to do? Squad-wise, yeah, they've got some green, no questions about it. But 36 goals for Salah is through the roof. 29 for Jota. Nunez with 24. Assists 21 for Robertson. Harvey Elliott and Trent get 19 apiece. Very nicely done. And Salah with a 7.55. Now on to Aston Villa and their domestic cup run out against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup 4th round 1-2. It's a much better version than what Liverpool saw, but they do get to the FA Cup final, unfortunately losing to Arsenal in extra time 1-3. And sadly, they're out in the Conference League round of 16 to Lille. So overall, it's an okay season. 3rd place is fantastic in the Premier League. Runners up at the FA Cup. Everything else, you need to pick it up a bit. Squad-wise, though, they have plenty of green that they usually don't get. 34 goals for Ollie Watkins, 20 for Vizaniello, Diaby with 23, assist 18 for Matty Cash and Ollie Watkins, 15 for Digne and McGinn. Average rating, though, Ollie Watkins, of course, with a 7.58. Data Hub, it looks like Liverpool have a strong attacking side, no question about it. We've seen it time and time again. Their defensive piece, though, is a little bit lacking. Goals per game, 3.37 is through the roof. 1.39 conceded, 1.36 XG against. Those are not as good as their usual, though. But 22 shots per game is almost at the tops. Aston Villa, yep, same attacking side is very nicely done. And defensively is a bit woesome at times. 3.16, though, goals per game. As long as you're getting more goals than you are conceding, then yeah, you're doing fairly well as usual. But 1.55 conceded, 1.64 XG against. Yeah, definitely more than usual. Premier League stats for the 2 teams. Liverpool with 2.45 points per game. Nicely done. Aston Villa with 2.18. Most goals, Liverpool with 128. Aston Villa with 120. Both leaps and bounds above Manchester City and Chelsea. Fewer shots against, Liverpool in 6 with 352. Most possession, Liverpool with 56%. Aston Villa with 53. And then most shots for Liverpool with 839. 728 for Aston Villa. That's probably the highest we've seen Aston Villa at all. But now on to our championship side. Of course, Ipswich Town did a phenomenal job. 115 points, 134 goals. That's pretty through the roof. Out in the Carabao Cup 3rd round to Everton, 1-1 in penalties. They do get to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, beating Manchester City 4-1. That is nice. But they lose out to Burnley 2-3. So overall, definitely not a bad season for Ipswich whatsoever. Squad-wise, they actually have more green than their usual as well, but 42 goals for George Hurst. Wow, that's probably one of the highest we've seen. 17 for Connor Chaplin. Assists, 31 for Leif Davis, of course. Harry Clark with 13, and average rating, Leif Davis with a 7.51. Championship stats, 2.5 points per game for Ipswich. Most goals, of course, in 1st with 134. Fewest shots against in 3rd with 405. Most possession in 5th with 55%, and most shots for with 855. Wow. But now on to the tactic itself. Let's take a deeper dive. Sweeper, keeper, and defend is where we start. Fullbacks on the left and the right in attack. Ball-playing defenders in defend. 2 CMs in attack on the CM line. 1 in the support in the central position. 2 pressing forwards in support. Both have mark-specific positions. 1 is the DR, 1 is the DL. And the advanced forward in attack up front. Attacking mentality. In possession, attacking with his narrow approach plays pass into space. Overlap on the left and the right. Focus played on the left and the right. Passing directness is shorter. Tempo is higher. Low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, and step up more. But now, how did it do for our three teams? Very nicely indeed. Ipswich clearly in front by almost 20 points. Very well done. Aston Villa and Liverpool not doing too bad themselves. I mean, 83 points is definitely, it's a slight higher than usual, but it's still higher. It's very nice. Anything could have happened this season. No question about it. One game could have given them morale instead of just taking it away in some other saves. But I think overall this worked very well. Now, it does look like it's kind of leaking a lot of goals, but you're making up for it by attacking a hell of a lot more. So definitely one to try out if you like the formation, if you like that 4-3-3, and if you have the players for it. And if you've tried this one, let us know how it worked for you in the comments below. But for us, it worked very well. That's it for me, Sevian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.